guys, what's up? It's your girl Alexis with a new video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell as well, because I'm going to be having some awesome encouraging videos, films as well, that I'm going to be posting this summer. So I'm excited. I kind of wanted to tell you guys something. I know that I am not the type to put my business out there, especially on YouTube, or any social media. I don't like the attention at all. But I believe that God had put this on my heart to say to you guys, and I wrestled since this thing happened to me. I've been just wrestling with the fact that, should I post it, should I not? So I just said, you know what, I'm gonna leave it alone, and God, if you give it back to me and you tell me to post it, I will post it. So that next day I was in my prayer closet in the morning, and God was just like, yo, people need to hear this. So as you guys know, some do, some don't, but I got into a car accident last Tuesday, and I just remember prior to me getting into a car accident, I just remember a voice just saying, you're gonna get into an accident, you're gonna get into an accident. And I wasn't listening. I was just brushing it off, like, no, God's gonna protect me, I got this, like, no, that's not gonna happen to me. And I just remember on that specific day that I got into an accident, the voices kept coming saying, you're gonna get into an accident. And lo and behold, like less than 5 to 10 minutes later, I got into a car accident. I tried to swerve out of the way, and I hit his left, my right, and the whole right side of my car is smashed in. I could not open the doors or anything. All of my airbags in the front seat and the back seat went off, so my car was just done at that very moment. And I just remember getting into the accident and being at peace still, hitting that person, and then being at peace after the fact. My mom came and got me after the accident, and after she got me, I was terrified to drive again. I was just like, I had to get a rental car. I had work, I had things I had to do, I had to go to the emergency room. It was just a lot. And me still being at peace, I'm just like, God, this fear that is trying to come upon me, this is not of you. I know that you still protected me, even though I just got into a car accident, you know? So I went to the Enterprise car lot, and I got a rental car. Now I am on the road. God told me to turn on the radio, and it said, everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. And I just remember that playing, and I'm like, wow, God, that is your way of speaking to me, saying that everything is going to be alright. Any situation that you go through that's hard at that very moment, at that very second, you're like, God, I cannot. And he's like, you can't, but I can. You can, but he can, you know? So after that, I just remember my boyfriend coming over that night, and I was like, man, I have to go through my insurance, I have to see about a new car, and just different things like that. And so I turned on the television at around 2, 3 a.m. and this pastor was preaching, and he started talking about tithing and sending your tithes to God, and how you your money is not yours, first, and second, you always have to give 10% of what you made to God. After hearing that, I was like, God, this Sunday, I'm going to tithe. I'm going to give you my 10%. I knew I have slipped last week, but this week I'm going to give my 10% to you, because this is yours. This is not mine. And it is so wild, because that Sunday, they were announcing me as a youth leader at my church. So I was like, I went to church, got announced as a youth leader, tithed, said, God, this is yours. I remember going to look for cars. I couldn't find anything. Literally couldn't find anything. I felt terribly, because every single car that I looked for, that I wanted at the dealership that I went to, it got sold. So I was like, okay. We went to another one. Didn't work out either. And then I was like, God, I have to get, this is a week after. I said, God, I have to give this rental car back on that next Tuesday. I said, so it's Monday and I don't have a car. I said, so, you know, help. I know and I trust you that you're going to provide for me. So I remember God saying research. So I researched some places, looked up some things, and I saw 2 car dealerships. Went to the first one, failed terribly. No, my goodness, never again. And then I went to the second one, and the second one is where I bought my 2016 Honda Civic black with tinted windows. And they hooked me up with the tinted windows because I didn't have to pay extra. Like, look at God. They gave me a free detail, free tints, and I was just like, I got it for a really good price. So as I said, I did get my car for a great price, free tints, the car that I wanted, and it was just amazing. The color car that I wanted as well, and everything worked out so smooth. One thing I want to say is, when I tithed, I trusted God that even if my car's a total loss, and even if I have to pay money, I will still trust you. But turns out, what seemed like so long of a wait to see if my car was a total loss, see if I had to pay $5,000 for the gap in my car, for my car, that the insurance didn't pay. In that whole process, it turns out that my car's a total loss. And it turns out that I trusted God even with the little, even when things were going so crazy. I was able to get a check back. And it was for way more than I thought it was going to be. And God blessed me enough to tithe again and also get the things that I needed. So trust God with your finances. Trust God with, man, I might have lost my job, or I might not have the money, but God, you're going to show up. Use your gifting. Say, God, how can I make money with the gifting that you have given me so I can give it right back to you and glorify you through it? You know what I'm saying? In that process, had I not said, okay, God, I give my all to you. God, I'm going to listen to you in this process. God, it is really hard for me right now. Y'all don't think there were times I just wanted to break down and cry and say, God, like, I can't do this. Like, why am I going through this? Like, this is really, like, about to kill me. Like, what you think is about to kill you is the very thing that God uses to help propel you into where you are called to be at that season that you're called to be in. So I say this to say, yeah, you're probably sitting there like, it's hard. You're probably sitting there like, God, it's hard. And you're probably sitting there saying, God, I don't know. Or, God, I'm $5 short. I want to encourage you today by my story of tithing, number one, putting God first, and allowing Him to speak to you in ways that you've never been spoken to before. When you completely put your trust in God, in what He has created you ultimately to do, that is the very place that you want to be in. Because He can use you. And even when you're broken, and even when you're straight, He's like, nah, I love you. I'm here. And we're going to walk this walk together. And I got you. So, in everything that you do, hard, easy, you're probably like, I have this way to go, and I have that way to go. And God is like, Let me direct you. You're confused? Ask God to help you. Help give a focus. Help you with focusing. Help you with letting go and letting God. Help you with your finances. Helping you say yes to His plan when you already know that you've tried your plan 10 times and that plan is not working. And you know God is like, no, I need you to come over here and listen. So I love you guys. Prayerfully, you guys share this, because this is not for me. This video was not for me. And I believe that it is for somebody out there, because God placed it on my heart to say this video. So I love you guys. I hope you guys have a blessed day and night wherever you are. Yes. So yeah. And don't forget to subscribe either. I love y'all. Bye.